with prostate cancer. I had surgery in November, and then about a month and a half ago, they found some more cancer. So I am currently undergoing treatment to get healed and to get cured and to take the journey to be a two-time cancer survivor. I am documenting the entire journey as well. I'm shooting a documentary called Sustain. And if you want to know more about it, you can go to sustainthemovie.com or Sustain the Movie on IG, or you can take that QR code and be able to see a piece of the film. It's just crazy right now. And I know I'm talking a little bit, but I told you I'm a pastor, so I'm gonna use this thing because it's on. But I have 6 more weeks of the treatment that I'm taking right now. Yes, I'm eating the stuff I need to eat. Yeah, I'm taking soursop. Yeah, I'm doing the tea. Yeah, I'm doing the pomegranate. Yeah, all the stuff you're telling me to do, I'm doing all of it. And I'm doing the other things that I feel like God is leading me to do. So I just did a whole week of treatment and then got on a plane after a treatment on Friday to come here to be with you today.
All right, so that was Montell Jordan. He was doing a show, and in the show, he had gave them the announcement to let them know. I guess from what I see, I think he wanted to really push it to the public more so than he probably was beforehand. Most likely due to the D'Angelo passing. I just wanted to reiterate the importance of health because this is definitely a hot topic right now. You know, I know being a podcaster, you know, sometimes we regurgitate some of the same topics because our job is to inform you of the news and popular events and stuff with a side of comedy. But this is definitely one thing that I will never get tired of talking about because it's important. And my grandfather used to say, prevention, learn what not to do. So my advice to y'all out there, especially and especially young Black brothers, because we're suffering the most from it, is this. He talked about all the holistic things that he's doing, the sour sap and everything like that, which is great. And I'm proud of him and I appreciate him for exposing that instead of just running to medical treatment. Right? Because the natural way is the best way. Now we know in certain situations you can't, it's too late to rely on that. If you wait too late, you got to do what you got to do. Right. But with that being said, my point is this: take that stuff now to prevent having to take it later. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate Montell Jordan for publicizing the journey. I think that's a good thing because, you know, awareness is important. Awareness is important. You know what I'm saying? Yoga was just speaking on that Monday, you know, about, you know, us having a responsibility to create our own media and push our narrative to the youth. You know what I mean? And people in general, you know what I'm saying? So because even we still learning about things that we can do, that we have accomplished. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass the mic to see whatever else y'all want to add to that. So
yeah, I think it's important, man, to create our own media space because what I don't know, Rock may know. What Rock don't know, Quality may know. And that we have something for us to where we can reach the masses, man, because every day you learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Me, man, I'm never that stuck in my ways to not learn nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's important because we see what happened to D'Angelo, we see what happened to Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? The pictures that you put up last week, man. This shit's serious, man. This shit's serious, and if we don't take it serious, man, our people gonna be burying us. You know what I'm saying? And in order to prevent all that, man, you just got, man. And you coming from, man, you coming talking to a fat boy for real, bro. Like I really had to tone some shit down, man, because it got serious. Not serious to where I was facing, like, you know what I'm saying, death, but man, if I didn't slow the fuck down, it was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? It's important, man. I stay on top of that, man, because you can't be done to nobody else if you ain't there for yourself, man. There it
Fact.
is.
It is. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, man. It can be done, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, man, y'all gotta love yourself.
For real.
You can't expect nobody to love you more than you know. You know, and especially, you know, somebody like me, I have a very militant mind. And you know, I picked up a lot of my ways from them old school cats, you know, and it's like, you know, one thing that I've learned is I sympathize with some, but I empathize with a few. You know what I mean?
That's a deep one now.
Yeah. Yeah. I learned that not long ago, man, maybe 8, 9 years ago, bro. I sympathize with some, I empathize with a few. You know what I mean? And here's why. I've been to funerals of people I love, but I accepted their death years beforehand. So when it got to that point, I didn't somber as much because you want to know why? Because if they didn't care more about their life than I cared about their life,
And why should you care so much?
why should I care so much? Because death is we first of all, death is a ticket that you cannot get a refund for. So if we already know that, so we have to accept death, right? So it's automatic. So if me having that understanding of that, and you are not moving in a way that you want to live as long as you can, nah, bro, I'm not, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
And then, man, and then, man, what I realized too, man, is it be a lot of and man, I fell victim to this shit too, man. So I'm talking to y'all from experience. A lot of excuses. Man, I can't stop eating that, man. I can't stop smoking. We all gotta die someday, man. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody got one.
They got one. Yes, facts.
So
Everybody.
man, what you gonna what you want, man? What my boy Beanie Sick was saying, stay proper. What you gonna get down and lay down, nigga?
It's that simple. It's that
Straight
simple.
up. Yo. I ain't talking no more on this, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Stop playing with, especially black people, bro. We we raised up, man, eating soul food and all this just the best shit running, man, bro. Man, long term, man, that shit is detrimental, bro. That shit, all that bullshit, man, is detrimental. Not saying you can't indulge every now and then, but making it a man. My brother told me this, man. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it every now and then, but every fucking day, man, you killing yourself, man.
Yeah.
Look at it from this point right here. This thing, we're gonna just use this fast food. I ain't gonna say no particular name. Fast food. You grow up eating that because your parents don't want to cook, they too tired, work too much, whatever. Sweet. And then you eating out every single day. You're eating food that's in a box that they go to stick into a deep fryer or something like that and tell you this is your dinner for the night. You don't know what the fuck that is. Is it real? Is it real chicken? Is it real hamburger meat? Is it real? You don't know because it's in a box. Now, in order for that box to get to that restaurant, it had been on the 18-wheeler. I drive trucks, y'all, for a living. For those who don't know, it's been on the 18-wheeler for about 3 or 4 days before it got to the goddamn store. Which means it sat in the store until you bought all the first shit first before they put this shit out there in order for you to get just here. Think about that. Think about that. Because that's how long that shit has been sitting there, and you putting that in your body. You putting that in your body every single day, all the time. You asking for whatever health problems come to you. If you don't understand that, you asking for it. So it's accountability.
And then eating that shit when you younger, of course you ain't gonna feel the wear and tear on your body over time because you young. You got so much energy. You active. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least when I was we knew we was all growing up, you had to be active. Your ass ain't finna sit in the house and just be in front of TV. Mama gonna make your ass go outside, go run around. You feel me? So we were active. You know what I'm saying? But then as you keep doing into your older years where you're not so active, and then you got motherfucking heart problems, heart blockages, and motherfucking diabetes and high blood pressure. And some shit's hereditary, right? We get that, right? But this is coming from a man that's been diagnosed with diabetes. Bro, I haven't had to take my insulin in like a month and a half now. No insulin. You know what
What?
I'm saying? I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass serious. And I'm gonna keep this shit going, man. I'm watching what I'm raising up. That's what I'm talking about from experience, man. And this shit is hereditary. High blood pressure, man. All this shit is hereditary. But all because it's hereditary, that you ain't got to be a prisoner of that shit. Man, nigga, nigga, get down and lay down, nigga. What business?
Man,
Let's talk about the last topic, last little point here. Let's talk about the human side of it, because I want y'all to know, of course, for those who don't know, I'm sure everybody do. Yogi's my brother. So there was a time when he wasn't trying to hear this, what he's saying right now. Because I've been preaching this to him for I don't know how long. I'm trying to hear it. He was the one thinking that I'm the young brother. I get to do what I want. I'm going to be what I want until, that doctor visit hit. And when that doctor visit hit, he started telling me all that, and I'm like, nah, what you going to do? And the strength of him right now is really what shows you who the man that he is. The man that he is. Congratulations, fam. Keep going. You ain't done.
Congratulations, fam. I'm proud. I'm definitely proud of you, bro. That's a beautiful story. And stories like this need to be told. And also,
exactly.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Shirley Franklin. She's a former co-worker of mine. Right now, she's fighting pancreatic cancer. So it's not looking too good. They're placing in a hospice. But this just goes to show y'all that, say, these diseases is real, health is real. You know what I'm saying? And do what you can to prevent it. You know what I'm saying? Love your children enough to want to live long enough to see them through. When I have these clients who be like, man, I want to work out or whatever, but I'm not motivated. I remember I told a client one time, and she was like, I need some motivation, man, and like that. And so I just asked her a simple question. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, you got any kids? She said, yeah. I say, what more fucking motivation you fucking need?
You want to be here tomorrow?
Man, I tell you, her heart dropped. She started crying. She said, I ain't never had nobody say that to me. I say, love, I can be militant at times. I say, I don't talk to everybody like this, but I say, but when people tell me that, I have to respond that way just to get them to understand the severity of what they're telling themselves. Because it's like, if you really love your children, then you would do what it takes to live as long as you can to make sure they're okay before you go. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what it's like to lose a loved one. You know what I'm saying? I lost my father. My world was blown away. And my dad was an athlete, but it was his time. You know what I'm saying? My dad was athletic. He played college ball and everything. That's why I know that's where I get my athletic genes from. You know what I'm saying? But my mom, she was athletic too. Ran track, cheerleader. My granddad, he was a militant guy, so he worked out. But my point is that it's bad enough. We all gotta go, healthy or not. I mean, the least you can do is fight. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing before I go, and I don't want to prolong this, but it's important. They need to hear y'all, so we shouldn't feel bad about actually having this conversation to the length it is.
I don't feel bad at all.
Exactly. So I want to say this thing, and I lost my train of thought. What's up, Ben? I remember when I was me and my child mother, we went to see a grandmother, right? And this one, she was just alive and well, right? But she was right at 90, I think. She died when she was like 95. And I remember we was all having a conversation. It was like a get together and everything. And then I'll never forget. We were talking about how about Grandpa, which was her husband, who died years back. But she was still here, and she had one of the family members asked, said, "Grandma, you miss Papa?" She's like, "I miss Papa." I said, "I miss your Papa every day." She said, "That's my husband." I said, "I miss him every day," like that. And then one of the daughters said, you ready to go with him like that or whatever? You know how black folks can crack jokes. And
Yeah.
she said, I love your pawpaw, but heck no. Right. But she said something that changed my life, bro. And it was what was ironic. Ironically, I was the only one who got what I was the only one who really absorbed and processed what she said. But then when I responded, everybody was like, oh, she did say that. You want to know what this woman had said, bro? I had never heard it like that. She said, honey, death gonna have to catch me.
Now that's a soldier. That's a soldier to me. That's a soldier.
Nigga, that's granny bars. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was stuck. And then everybody laughing, but they didn't absorb it. I said, did y'all not just hear what this woman just said? And then one of the kinfolk said, yeah, I'm processing. Yeah, she said that. That blew my mind, kinfolk. I thought I saw it from a literal standpoint, death running after you. And what it made me vision was some people running to death.
Yep.
She said death gonna have to catch her. That fucked me up, bro.
She said death gonna have to catch her, and
Yes.
she ain't getting caught. So that means she running full speed from that. Nah, nigga, not today.
Not today. Not today,
Not
motherfucker.
today,
For business.
hey, and I was like, it just the wording fucked me up, y'all. To see those words in a visionary moment, I'm seeing death. But I'm like, death don't even have to run after some people. Death, some people is running to it.
Yeah, Dev just standing there with his arms up. Come on, my nigga.
Come on in.
Bring it in, my nigga. Come on.
So, hey, when
Not
we working, when we eating healthy, we're running from death. Death got to catch us, my nigga. So let death keep running.